Have you ever felt a stirring deep within, a call to break free from the chains of hesitation and truly claim your destiny? Let these powerful words ignite that fire. I am the master of my fate, the captain of my soul, from William Ernest Henley's Invictus. These lines aren't just poetry. They're a battle cry for anyone tired of drifting through life like a ship lost at sea. Picture yourself at the helm, wind whipping through your hair, ready to steer toward the horizons you've always dreamed of. But how many of us remain anchored in place, watching opportunities fade into the distance? It's time to awaken that longing for change, for the freedom to shape your own path, and the authenticity to live without regret. Today, I urge you to embrace this truth. You hold the power to command your journey. Yet, so often, we surrender that control, letting procrastination and doubt take the wheel. Imagine standing on the deck of your life, knowing the direction you need to go, but frozen by indecision as waves of fear crash around you. This isn't just laziness. It's a silent surrender where hesitation turns you from captain to captive of your own mind. We've all felt it, the pull of waiting for the perfect moment, only to see it slip away like a receding tide. Procrastination whispers that tomorrow will be better, but in truth, it steals your fate one day at a time. Why do we do this? Because waiting for motivation feels safer, like huddling in the cabin during a storm instead of facing the winds. Many believe that motivation must come first, like a favorable wind before setting sail, but this myth keeps us anchored in place. For instance, an aspiring entrepreneur might delay launching their business until the timing feels right, only to watch others claim the success they envisioned. Indecisiveness paralyzes us even more, eroding the authority we have as captains of our souls. Think of the artist with a clear vision, yet endlessly debating that first brushstroke, allowing doubt to bind them in chains of what ifs. Fear and uncertainty compound this, whispering that we're not equipped to navigate the storms ahead. A student might avoid applying for their dream job due to the terror of rejection, unknowingly handing over their soul's direction to external forces. These barriers aren't insurmountable, they're just the tempests we must learn to sail through. But here's the turning point. The solution lies in immediate action, reclaiming your mastery one step at a time. As the master of your fate, action is your compass. It doesn't wait for the storm to pass, but sets your ship in motion right now. Even if it's imperfect, that first step generates momentum, transforming hesitation into a powerful wave of progress. For example, committing to a daily routine, no matter how small, can propel you forward like a steady breeze filling your sails. Building decisiveness is key. It's the rudder that keeps you on course through turbulent waters. Practice it by setting time-bound decisions, like declaring, "Today, I decide on my next career move," to reinforce your command. This builds the confidence to navigate uncharted territories, proving you're not at the mercy of fate. Right now, as the captain of your soul, take that first step, no matter how minor it seems. If your goal is to write a book, simply open a blank document and type one sentence. That act declares your mastery. Overcoming hesitation and fear is where true empowerment begins, turning internal barriers into stepping stones. Fear is the mutiny that challenges your command, but action is the decisive order that restores your authority. By confronting it head on, like pitching an idea despite your nerves, you erode its power and reclaim your fate. Remember, every great captain has faced storms. It's not about avoiding them, but learning to steer through. Learning through failure is vital. It's not the end, but a lesson that refines your course and strengthens your resolve. Think of leaders like Thomas Edison, who saw each failure as a step toward invention, turning setbacks into the wind that propels you forward. Each mistake is a wave that, once navigated, makes you a more skilled captain of your soul. Now, let's cultivate self-discipline. the steadfast crew that ensures you maintain control over your destiny. Discipline isn't about fleeting emotion. It's the reliable force that keeps you sailing straight through comma and chaos. As the captain of your soul, it's your daily commitment that turns aspirations into reality, far more dependable than motivation's ties. Start building positive habits today, like rising early to plan your day or dedicating time to skill building. These routines are the maintenance of your ship, ensuring you're always ready to master your fate. For instance, a writer who commits to 500 words daily soon transforms effort into mastery, one habit at a time. Self discipline breeds the resilience to weather any storm, keeping you at the helm where you belong. Developing a clear vision and goals is like charting a map for your soul's journey, guiding every action with purpose. Without goals, you're sailing blind, but with them, you're the master plotting a course to success. Crystal clear objectives, such as launch a business in 6 months, provide the stars to navigate by, fueling your determination. They turn abstract dreams into tangible milestones, making progress feel achievable and exciting. Begin by writing a vision statement that echoes your inner captain. I am the master of my fate. Then, break it into actionable steps like week 1, research ideas. Week 2, outline a plan. This approach ensures steady forward movement, transforming vision into the reality you've always sought. Each goal you achieve reinforces your command, proving that you shape your own path. Remember, motivation often follows action, not the other way around. It's the spark that ignites when you start moving. As you build this momentum, you'll find fear fading and confidence soaring, like a ship gaining speed in open waters. Let me share a story. Once, I was adrift in doubt, waiting for the perfect wave. But when I finally took action, my world transformed. You can do the same. Start small, but start now and watch as your life unfolds with purpose. In facing fear, you've already won half the battle. Each step forward diminishes its hold. Discipline becomes second nature, a loyal companion on your voyage, guiding you through the toughest seas. Your goals will light the way, turning what seemed impossible into a series of victories. So, as we near the end, let me reaffirm the core idea. You are the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. Action is the proof. It's not about waiting for the sea to calm, but setting sail regardless, knowing each step forges your destiny. Don't let another moment pass as a passive passenger in your own life. Right now, decide on one small action, perhaps calling that mentor or starting that project you've been pondering. Take it immediately and feel the surge of empowerment as you reclaim your command. By doing so, you're not just surviving, you're thriving, shaping a legacy that reflects your true self. The world is vast, full of opportunities, and it awaits your voyage. Will you set sail? Remember, every great captain started with a single decision to move forward. Let this be your moment of awakening, where change becomes your reality and freedom your constant companion. Embrace authenticity by honoring your inner voice, the one that knows you're capable of more. As you step into action, you'll discover the joy of self mastery, a profound sense of control over your path. No longer adrift, you'll navigate with purpose, resilience, and unyielding spirit. So rise up, take the wheel, and declare, I am the master of my fate, the captain of my soul. Your journey begins now. Go forth and conquer the seas of life with the courage you've always possessed. I am the master of my fate, the captain of my soul. These words from William Ernest Henley's Invictus remind us that life is not a storm we merely endure. It's a ship we command. But how many of us feel adrift, letting winds of doubt and delay dictate our course? Imagine standing at the helm of your life, knowing the direction you need to go, yet frozen by indecision. Opportunities slip away like distant shores, lost to the horizon. This isn't just laziness. It's a silent surrender where fear and hesitation turn you from captain to captive of your own mind. To truly be the master of your fate, you must seize the wheel. Change comes not from waiting for the perfect storm to pass, but from charting your course through it. Without action, you're not steering your soul, you're letting fate steer you, leading to regret and unfulfilled potential. Many believe motivation must precede action, like waiting for a favorable wind before setting sail. But this mindset keeps you anchored in place, allowing circumstances, rather than your will, to dictate your path. For instance, an aspiring entrepreneur might delay starting a business until the timing feels right, only to watch others claim the horizon. As the captain of your soul, every decision is a command. Yet, hesitation turns the wheel over to doubt, leaving you adrift. Consider the artist who knows their vision, but endlessly debates the first brushstroke. Inaction becomes a chain, binding you to a life of what ifs and missed voyages. Fear whispers that you're not equipped to captain your fate, breeding uncertainty that capsizes potential. A student might avoid applying for a dream job due to fear of rejection, unknowingly surrendering their soul's direction to external judgment rather than their own resolve. As the master of your fate, action is your compass. It doesn't eliminate the storm, but it sets your ship in motion. A single step, like committing to a daily routine, generates the wind needed to propel you forward, transforming hesitation into progress. Decisiveness is the rudder of your soul. Practice it by setting time-bound decisions, such as deciding on your next career move today, to reinforce that you, not fate, hold the map. This builds the confidence to navigate uncharted waters. Right now, as the captain of your soul, take that first step, no matter how small. If your goal is to write a book, open a blank document and type one sentence. This act declares your mastery, proving that action, not waiting, charts your course. Fear is the mutiny that challenges your command, but action is the decisive order that restores order. By confronting it head on, such as pitching an idea despite nerves, you erode its power, proving you're the master of your fate, not its victim. Every setback is a storm that tests the captain's resolve. Think of successful leaders like Thomas Edison, who viewed failures as steps toward invention. By learning from them, you refine your course, turning defeats into the wind that propels your soul forward. As the captain of your soul, discipline is your steadfast crew, ensuring you stay on course through calm and chaos. It's the daily commitment that turns aspirations into reality, far more reliable than motivation's fickle tides. Start with simple routines, like rising early to plan your day or dedicating time to skill building. These habits are the maintenance of your ship, keeping you as master of your fate. For example, a writer who commits to 500 words daily soon masters their craft through consistent effort. Without goals, you're sailing blind. With them, you're the master plotting your fate. Clear objectives, like launching a business in 6 months, provide the stars to navigate by, fueling the determination to captain your path. Begin by writing a vision statement that echoes, I am the captain of my soul. Then break it into milestones, such as researching in week 1 and outlining a plan in week 2. This ensures steady progress, transforming abstract mastery into tangible success. Remember, you are the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. Action is the proof. It's not about waiting for the sea to calm. It's about setting sail regardless, knowing that each step forges your destiny. Don't let another moment pass as a passive passenger. Right now, decide on one action, call that mentor, start that project, and take it. By doing so, you reclaim your command, proving that you alone shape your fate. The world awaits your voyage. Set sail. Now, Let's delve deeper into how you can truly embody this power. Picture yourself at the helm, facing the vast ocean of possibilities. The key is to recognize that every wave of challenge is an opportunity to steer with purpose. When hesitation creeps in, remind yourself, I am not a victim of the winds. I am the one who adjusts the sails. Build your inner strength by reflecting on past victories, no matter how small. Each time you act despite fear, you reinforce your role as captain. Surround yourself with a crew of supportive allies who believe in your journey. Their encouragement can be the wind that fills your sails when yours falter. Remember, the greatest captains learn from every voyage, turning lessons into wisdom. Start today by identifying one barrier that's holding you back. Name it, face it, and chart a course around it. As you do, feel the empowerment of taking control. Your fate isn't written in the stars. It's written by your hands on the wheel. Let go of excuses and embrace the thrill of navigation. With each decisive move, you're not just surviving the storm, you're conquering it. Imagine the pride in looking back at your journey, knowing you were the master all along. This is your story, your ship, your soul. Rise up, take command, and let nothing dim your light. The horizon is yours to claim, so step forward with unyielding resolve. In this moment, affirm, I am the captain, and I choose my destiny. Go forth and make your mark on the world, for you are truly the master of your fate. These words from William Ernest Henley's Invictus echo through the ages, reminding us that we hold the reins of our own destiny. Life isn't a passive journey where we're tossed by waves. It's a voyage where we stand at the helm, guiding our ship with purpose and resolve. But too often, we find ourselves adrift, waiting for the perfect moment that never arrives, surrendering our power to the currents of doubt. Imagine the frustration of knowing your true path, yet remaining anchored in place, as opportunities fade into the horizon like vanishing stars. This inaction isn't merely a habit, it's a quiet betrayal of our inner captain, allowing fear to mutiny against our soul's command. To reclaim our mastery, we must recognize that change begins with us, not with external forces or fleeting inspiration. Waiting for motivation is like expecting the sea to calm before setting sail. It's a delusion that keeps us harbor bound while the world moves on. Many fall into this trap, believing they must feel ready before acting, only to watch others chart their courses and claim the treasures ahead. For instance, an aspiring writer might delay starting their novel until inspiration strikes, but in that delay, their story remains untold. Indecisiveness acts as a thief, stealing the authority that defines us as captains of our fate, leaving us vulnerable to every passing storm. When we hesitate, even with a clear vision, we hand over the wheel to uncertainty, drifting aimlessly through life's vast ocean. Consider the entrepreneur who knows their idea could change lives, but endlessly debates the first move, allowing competitors to surge ahead. Fear and uncertainty compound this paralysis, whispering lies that we're not equipped to navigate the unknown depths. A young professional might dream of a career shift, but shrink from applying due to the terror of rejection, chaining their soul to the dock. Yet, these barriers are not invincible. They are mere illusions that shatter when we take the helm with bold, immediate action. The power of action lies in its ability to ignite momentum, turning a stagnant sea into a path of progress and self-discovery. As masters of our fate, even a small step forward generates the energy needed to break free from hesitation's grip. For example, committing to a daily walk can build the discipline to tackle larger goals, proving that motion begets more motion. Building decisiveness means treating every choice as a command from the captain's quarters, steering us toward our intended destination. Practice this by setting firm deadlines for decisions, such as resolving to choose a new skill to learn by the end of the week. This habit reinforces our control, transforming vague intentions into a charted course that leads to victory. Now, let's embrace the first step. It's the simplest yet most profound act of reclaiming our soul's command. If your goal is to improve your health, start by preparing a single healthy meal today. That one action declares your mastery. Overcoming hesitation begins with facing fear head on, for action is the sword that cuts through the fog of doubt. When we act despite our nerves, we erode fear's hold, proving that we are not victims, but architects of our own narrative. Picture the speaker who fears public audiences, but steps onto the stage anyway, discovering that each word spoken strengthens their resolve. Learning through failure is another essential tool. It's not a defeat, but a compass adjustment in our journey as captains. Every setback, like a storm-tossed ship, teaches us to sail smarter, turning errors into valuable lessons for future voyages. Think of innovators like J.K. Rowling, who faced rejection after rejection yet persisted, ultimately mastering her fate through resilience. Cultivating self-discipline is the backbone of this mastery, serving as the loyal crew that keeps our ship steady through turbulent waters. Without discipline, motivation's waves may rise and fall, but with it, we maintain our course, regardless of the weather. Start building positive habits today, such as dedicating the first hour of your morning to personal growth to fortify your inner captain. These routines become the wind in our sails, propelling us toward goals that once seemed out of reach. A musician practicing scales daily exemplifies this, transforming raw talent into mastery through consistent, disciplined effort. Developing a clear vision is like plotting stars on a map, guiding our actions with precision and purpose. Without defined goals, we're sailing blind, at the mercy of winds and waves, but with them, we command our fate with clarity. Set a goal that resonates with your soul, like, I will launch my own venture in the next year, and watch it fuel your determination. Break these goals into actionable steps, such as researching markets this week or networking next month, to ensure steady progress. This strategic approach turns abstract dreams into a navigable path, affirming that you are indeed the captain of your soul. Remember, the essence of Invictus is that true power comes from within, not from waiting for external validation. Action begets motivation, creating a cycle where each success builds upon the last, forging an unbreakable chain of achievement. Don't let fear anchor you any longer. Rise as the master you were meant to be, steering through challenges with unyielding spirit. Envision your life as a grand expedition where every decision is a plotted course correction toward your ultimate horizon. The world is full of those who dream but never depart. Be the one who sets sail, embracing the adventure that awaits. In moments of doubt, recall Henley's words. They are a battle cry for your inner warrior, urging you to take the wheel. Build a support system around you, like a crew of trusted allies, to bolster your resolve when the seas grow rough. Journal your progress daily, noting each action taken, to visualize your growth and reinforce your role as fate's master. Celebrate small victories, for they are the milestones that mark your journey, proving that persistence pays off. Avoid the pitfalls of perfectionism, which can keep you docked indefinitely. Remember, a ship in motion is better than one unmoved. Seek inspiration from history's captains, like Nelson Mandela, who embodied Invictus through his unyielding pursuit of freedom. Adapt to changing winds by staying flexible, adjusting your sails without losing sight of your core destination. Prioritize self-care as part of your discipline, for a weary captain cannot steer effectively through storms. Engage in reflective practices, such as meditation, to quiet the mind and sharpen your focus on what truly matters. Surround yourself with motivational reminders, like quotes from Invictus, to reignite your passion when it wanes. Understand that setbacks are temporary. They are the tests that temper your steel, making you a stronger leader of your soul. Commit to lifelong learning, acquiring new skills that enhance your ability to navigate life's complexities. Foster gratitude for each step forward as it amplifies your energy and attracts more positive outcomes. Challenge limiting beliefs by questioning their validity, replacing them with affirmations of your inherent power. Visualize success vividly, picturing yourself as the triumphant captain arriving at your desired port. Share your vision with others, turning your personal quest into a shared voyage that inspires those around you. Measure your progress not by perfection, but by the courage to act, for that is the true measure of mastery. In the face of adversity, stand firm, knowing that you are the architect of your resilience. Embrace the unknown as an opportunity, not a threat, and let it fuel your adventurous spirit. Remember, every great captain started as a novice. It's the accumulation of actions that forges greatness. Let go of excuses, for they are the anchors that hold you back from your full potential. Infuse your daily routine with intention, making each task a deliberate stroke toward your grand design. Seek feedback from mentors, using it as a compass to refine your course and avoid hidden reefs. Cultivate patience, understanding that mastery is a marathon, not a sprint, built on consistent effort. Reaffirm your commitment daily with a simple mantra: I am the master of my fate, the captain of my soul. As you move forward, let this truth guide you, transforming challenges into triumphs. Today, take that decisive step, whatever it may be, and feel the thrill of reclaiming your command. The journey ahead is yours to shape, filled with possibilities limited only by your willingness to act. In closing, know that by embracing action, you unlock the boundless potential within, steering your life toward a horizon of fulfillment. So, set your sails now and voyage forth as the indomitable captain you were always meant to be.